is streaming and recording.
Awesome, awesome. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
I'm
Woo!
good.
Good. And everything. Shay, you up in here too?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Awesome, awesome. So this is the meeting for 812 for HVRE for 2018. Um, Going for the same focus as before. We're going to make sure that we can go over the few things we did last week, or we're going on this week, and then anything afterwards can be discussed later. Okay. So I'll just start it out. This week in the general project, we decided that August 13th in the, oh wait, not August 13th, that's day 12th, August 14th, actually, I'm sorry. 14th will be the day that we get next test build out, have folks try it out and everything for Run Jump Dev and people. And I think I might reach out to Game Dev Lou to see if anybody wants to try it out there as well. So that we can have them try to build and see exactly how they feel about it. So get some good testers in and see exactly what's going on with that. So that was a goal for this coming the next few days. Also, over the last week as well, we figured out the design department figured out how to balance the two regions. We didn't figure out how to balance two regions. We just created the content necessary for the two regions with their cast materials and items. And so we're still working on the balancing of that and everything, but we got that started, and we came up with some 3 new cats as well with that, which is really cool. So I'll get a chance for the art department to just create some new kitties and just make something creative and make it work and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. Go ahead, art department, and I'll let you talk now.
All right. So, oops, I'm typing. Okay, so we have the textures done for Smelly, Calico, Tabby, and Sparkle Kitty. So those are done. Jared has combined Smelly Cat with the new updated Smelly Cat with the props, which is that trash can lid and banana peel. Concept art for Castle mailbox is ready to be modeled, and David, let's see, he typed fixed mesh grouping issue with mouse and toy mailbox, and he's reanimating mouse wind up and move animations. Okay.
True. Yeah. David, if anything that we did you understand exactly what was going on when I know we've been communicating back and forth. Was there anything, so did you understand exactly what the goal was from that? Was to make sure that the key had its own bone and be able to rotate it. The thing is that the reason why it was also doing the ringing out look was because you had the two meshes attached to each other, and because of that, caused that thing to happen. Also, they were painted different ways as well, so that's what caused that to happen.
Yeah, no, I saw that and fixed that, and got it. So I just gotta adjust the weight painting, and then I should be able to get started on the on those animations.
Cool. Awesome.
Sweet.
Alrighty, so like for marketing, we're still doing screenshot Saturday whenever we can, and also for QA, just continue testing and trying to work things out and see exactly what works and what doesn't work. All right. So for this coming week, where like I said, we're working towards the goal of August 14th as well. And there's something else I want to talk about, like discuss the timeline for the project. That's one thing I wanted to take some time out to discuss a little bit, because we're in August now, and so we have the goal is to finish this. We started at the beginning of the year, and now we want to make sure we get done by the end of the year. So we got September, October, November, December. So that's 4 months um, to try to get something out to the Play Store. Um, and so we made that large change in the middle of the year that had some changes and everything via the design of the project. And so now we're working on towards getting to that point. And it seems as though all the pieces that we took out to make this more manageable and make the scope better has now come to a point where we got to say, okay, what can we try to get done by the end of the year possibly? And so, did anybody have any thoughts about? I guess actually, it'd be a Shiloh question and everything. Do you have any thoughts about Shiloh about like the schedule for the rest of like try to look at that maybe for the next
Okay,
maybe for next month and stuff like that? Do you have any thoughts on that? I was just
I have
curious.
thoughts, but
Okay.
so it's kind of the same thing we've been talking about on Tuesdays. Right now, we're trying to get basically a level and a second level that players can get to. Just basically a demo that encompasses everything that the game can do. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? Like, that's our
Yes.
primary concern right now. But for the 14th, we're just trying to get some of these. Like, we just now got a list of items for everybody to work on.
Right.
So I think we're on track for getting um like so it's kind of putting me on the spot here to try to explain all of
I'm
this.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Um
It was actually I had thoughts about it too, but then I was like, oh, Shiloh's here. Maybe she has thoughts, but my fault. Um.
well, the thing is like we are on track. I don't
Okay.
I don't think that we're off track at all.
Okay.
Like I said early on, I kind of figured that there'd be a huge chunk taken out after we gave it our first round, and we
Right.
did that, and now we're designing it. The reason that we reduced the scope so much was so that when we did design it, because you're quickly seeing that even a very small scope can turn into something fairly elaborate
Exactly.
when you really start to develop it. So that's why just having some interaction with the cat and some leveling is, you know, that's pretty basic stuff, but when you really get into the meat of it, it starts to become quite a bit of stuff to work on if you're really wanting to do it well. And I think that what we're trying to concentrate on is doing it well and not just doing something, right? So
Yes.
so we're really trying to analyze what we're doing and trying to say, okay, we've got, you know, this like ways of doing things like for example with the art department they're trying to um, you know make only so many animations, so we're starting to think about that when we're thinking about, okay, here are the items that we need to create. We don't want to have like a bazillion materials, so we want the items to have something in common so they can use common materials. And you know the type of items that the cats are going to be playing with. We're going to want animations for those cats playing with those things, but they should probably be fairly similar things so that you don't have to do 100 animations, you can do like 5,
Right.
right? So
Yes.
it's all about like we're still in the planning phase, but I think once we get everything hashed out, it's going to be plug and play. We're just going to have to keep going and doing a lot of the same thing. It's not going to be nearly as much fun. It's going to be more work because we're it's going to be less creative and less design oriented and more just fill in the blanks. Now we know what we're doing, then we're going to fill in the blanks. But because you know how to do it, it's not going to take as long as this first round. So I think what your fear is you're feeling like we're not getting very far because we're not like we don't have a full game. But I think just keep in mind in the back of your head that right now what we're doing is working out like the what is it? What do they call that? The minimum viable product.
Right.
Um, and it will encompass pretty much everything that the game's going to be able to do. Once we have that, it'll get a whole lot easier, and iteration will become a lot simpler. But right now, we're just in that first, like, get it working phase, and I think we're on track for that. I think we just need to, keep going like what we're doing. I think having that list of items that we worked out on Tuesday is going to be a big deal for the art department because it gives them a list of items that they can actually just full on go for. Like, here you go,
Right.
guys. We know we need these. That's going to get us our first level and part of our second level, right? So
Exactly.
we are on track for
Mhm.
having our, like, that's basically the list of what we need from the art department in order to get our playable demo, right?
Right. Yeah.
So at that point, what we're doing on the 14th, we are testing out some of these mechanics that Shay's been working on, getting some feedback from people so that we can make sure that that's working before we full on plug everything into it, right?
Exactly.
So I think that that's actually very productive, and that
Hmm.
this what we're doing for the 14th is going to be very helpful for our progress.
Yeah.
Um, and then after that, we'll have more information about, okay, whether or not we're on the right track or if we need to swing left and start doing things a little bit differently. So I think right now we're still working things out, but after we get some feedback from people, I think it'll help. And, you know, and I think as far as concepts go, we're pretty solid. I think we need the balancing thing and we need to do all that, but um, I think the concept that we've been working towards and talking about, especially in person when we've all got together, seems to be helping out being together in person to work this out because we can work with paper and draw things and talk to each other face to face. As much as I love working online, I think that the Tuesday nights have been incredibly helpful. So anyway, I think I might have gone on a couple of tangents, but all in all, I think we're on track. I think we're doing the right things in the right orders. Shay's got a lot more experience than I do, and he might have something to say about that. But I think we've been asking him enough questions as we go along to make sure that we're not like completely veering off track. And I think that he would have like basically tugged on our sleeves at some point and said, "Hey, I think we should probably do this differently if we were too far off track." So I think we're doing okay, Leonard.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we're I know it feels like we're not making the progress that you would hope for by August. And if you look at the goals and stuff that we had, the the calendar that we put out in the beginning, I don't know if
I was looking for it and everything, but
I think it's in actual HVR 2018, not in Sparkle Kitty. But yeah, maybe. Whoa. No, go back out to Sparkle Kitty. May have go into Documents 0. No, it's not budgets. Project kickoff presentation.
it isn't. Oh, it isn't here.
Yeah.
Um,
There
it's
it
right
is.
here.
I know that the project timeline's somewhere in there, but
Yeah.
man, has somebody gone in and like edited the files because it feels like a bunch of stuff got deleted.
Nope.
No.
Unless by accident, but no, I don't.
Because
No.
I feel like I don't know. I'll look at it. Um. Anyway, I think we're on track. I think we're doing good. I know that the calendar that the in that PowerPoint might not look like it, but that was a loose suggestion early on. And one of the things I've learned is that a a process changes your timeline at times, but even
Right.
that even with that, I think we're still doing okay. So
Yeah.
the summer was basically made for testing.
Mm-hmm.
We probably could have gotten more testing done, but I think we're still pulling that off before the end. So We'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, my one thought was just like, do we just? I know that we set up the this next check this small little deadline that we had and everything. My thought was, should we create another deadline, stuff like that? That was my reasoning.
Well, let's
for the
get
next
through this one
month.
and then we'll worry about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
True. I understand. I apologize for putting you on the spot.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I mean, if you want me to talk about it, I'm gonna probably, since I don't have an outline, I might go on a tangent or two. But
You're fine.
you know me, I can talk about anything for hours.
That's very true. You did very well. So thank you. All right. Okay, cool. All right. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Charlotte. Definitely. Alrighty. So,
And Shay,
so we'll
do you have anything to add to that? Because I know you're got a lot more experience than we do as far as like projects go.
I feel like we're not really up to where our original schedule was, but
yeah,
we can still have something okay by. What was the day you wanted something sort of done by?
By the end of the year.
Just by the end of the year? Okay.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, I think we get some okay still.
I think if we can get a minimum viable product, like something that works really well by the end of the year, basically a playable demo, that would be a good goal. Because I think that's, a project that's worth putting in your portfolio and, showing that you can work through. And if we want to continue working on it next year, we can keep working on it. But I think
like having all the toys, cat animations, toy animations in game, as well as all the crafting items by the end of the year would be good, right?
Yeah.
One of my big concerns right now is the cat animations and stuff, because I feel like there's gonna be a lot to do there. It's gonna be somewhat complex if we really want it to look good. And it hasn't even started yet, so
that's cat animation should be our next. Well, we weren't doing cat animations because the model wasn't ready yet, but like we can start that up really soon.
David, I know that you're going back to school this semester, right?
Not this week, but the following week.
Following week, okay. So, do you think you'll be able to be part of the project during school and stuff?
So, but I think I'm probably limited like a week on the project. Oh, I mean, after the mouse in the mailbox, I can start focusing on the cat animations.
Okay.
And then after I guess a couple weeks of school, we need to bring on someone else to help out.
Okay. Maybe you find somebody that's in your class and stuff like that. See if they want to be part of it. Okay, that was my only thought, because we were talking about animations and everything. You're an animator, so that was my thought for that.
Right.
All right, yeah, I just want to make sure you consider it. Okay, alrighty then. Okay, thank you everybody for that thought. I guess also for the design and everything, start considering the balance of the materials per reason section. We're just considering it and everything. It's still being worked on, of course. So we just need to keep those thoughts in mind. That's a thought right there, actually, exactly how to do that. So we'll just consider that whenever we have a chance. Hey, Nathan. Alrighty. Technical. What do you got planned for this week?
I'm gonna try to get the cats playing with stuff.
Oh, cool.
By Tuesday.
Okay.
I didn't have a chance to really work on it that much yet.
Okay. That'd be cool. Awesome. Alrighty. Art department, what you got planned on?
All right, so David has the animation for the mailbox in progress. He's reanimating the wind up mouse because of I guess the rigging mesh issues and that stuff.
I should have the mouse stuff done today, and then hopefully
nice.
mailbox, but definitely tomorrow.
Awesome. Okay, so if you need any more tasks, let me know. Need to try to figure out what other toys we need to animate, but we can save that
Yeah.
for time if needed.
Yeah.
For modeling, I have down for Jared to start modeling the castle mailbox, as well as the topic we talked about last week about changing the size of the gems on the collar. So I think maybe doubling the size of the main gem and doubling the size would be good. So that's on there. Then also for him, I have start modeling or continue modeling the Arctic Tower, since one of his models he already has is similar in shape to the main build in the concept. So I think he could probably just sort of edit that to fit the shape. I'm gonna Shiloh had the idea that the fish mailbox could be the mailbox for the Arctic Tower, but I'm gonna make some adjustments to make it fit better to that concept, and I'll start doing concept art for the new crafting items this week.
Cool.
Cool. Alrighty. And also, like I said, Screenshot Saturday. Oh, whenever. My goodness. Well, actually, yesterday and today was Pokemon Go Community Day, and I did not get a chance to do wait, Zach, you posted something yesterday.
I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Oh, okay. You mentioned something and everything. I just had to, I'm just gonna retweet. I'll just retweet what you did, and everything and stuff like that. And say, hey, we missed Screenshot Saturday, but this is what we're working on, stuff like that. So I'll do that, and everything. Alrighty then. Is there anything else that anybody needs to discuss and talk about for the project for this week? First thing, also, we need to make sure is that we say who was here, Shay and David. All right. Is
Go
there?
team.
Yay!
Woot.
Yeah.
Owl man.
Yeah. So, actually, I got one thing to talk about. Yeah, like I was talking about before, David. Can you see if there's any other classmates that are interested in working on this project? Because just mention AR and it might make their eyes light up and wonder and stuff like that, and maybe they'll come to projects.
Yeah, I can see once school starts, see who all's, especially after the first couple of the game club meeting too.
Yeah, because I want to see exactly if we can get more students involved and stuff, because this stuff is really important. Really important to help them definitely in working on our project, because we have goals to get something complete, and we have this resources to get something done and stuff like that. So it's really, if they really want to be part of a project that they know will be helpful and solid for their portfolio, this probably be a good one to jump into.
Right.
So yeah, just let them know and everything, and then also yeah, that was it for that. I might try to encourage more of my students to do I might be the semester starts next week for me. So for the next couple of weeks I might be a little busy, so I might I'll see what I can do and everything here and there, but I'm gonna be a little busy the next couple of weeks, just getting started. So if you don't hear from like me or need any thoughts, just message me, and I'll get back with you. Um, so yeah, I got a lot more students than I did last semester. So oh boy. Let's see. Is there anything else? Um, so we're meeting on Tuesday night at Run Jump Dev thing to talk about stuff. Um, if you're able to make it, thank you. If you're not able to make it, understood. Um, alrighty. Is there anything else you want to discuss with the project? You know what's funny is that this is not a wait. This is not a pre-milestone meeting. This is just a good old meeting. Um, I don't know what was in there beforehand, so I'm sorry for making that like that. I was just a joke.
You ruined everything.
It's a good old meeting. I mean, yeah. Yeah. So is there anything else?
No.
All right, coolio. Thank you, Shiloh, for discussing about the future of the project.
Yeah, sorry if I like went on a long tangent.
Oh no, it's all good.
You're all good.
Yeah, it filled in time, so it's all good. It worked out. Oh,
Short meeting.
yeah.
Well, if you guys don't have anything to talk about here, we can hang out afterward. If you need to like work together online, if you have any questions for me, feel free to shoot me a personal message. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get myself started and posting my stuff for tomorrow and everything. So
Gotcha.
I won't be here afterwards, and then I need to work on the UK stuff too. So
well, good luck to everybody starting school this week.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woot.
Yes, exactly. Woot.
Yeah, I gotta redo like a few quizzes and oh yeah, I gotta.
You do you, man.
Yeah,
Right, Zach?
I added. Yeah, I added VR to my curriculum, so that's gonna be great.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can just do that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have fun.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right, later.
Bye,
Hey,
everybody.
David, real quick.
Yes.
Once you do have something to show, could you share like a video of your progress?
I'll have to share it on Twitter and then attach a link to it because Discord can't handle the video size.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. That's fine.
Awesome. Coolio. Say bye, Opie.
Bye, Opie.
Bye, Opie.
Adios.
He is not happy. All right. Bye-bye.
Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.